up from the front, never looking like being caught. And Tom Marquand had been on board for the win here when last seen over caught distance back in March before lockdown. He's picked up where he's left off in fine style. He had been rated higher in the past, and if you kept the faith that you backed that March win up, you were rewarded handsomely.
We have a winning trainer at Kempton. The force was with him, but who was that winning trainer? Let's reveal.
It's
Martin
me.
Smith. It's like through the keyhole. In the red. I think was he your last winner before lockdown, first one back?
He was the last runner and he won. Then lockdown came in, we didn't have any more. Since lockdown we've had about 4 or 5 runners, and they've run well but needed the run. They've just come a little bit short, and I was a little bit worried with him with fitness, but being the old rogue that he is, I did say to Tom beforehand, I said with him it's a case of whether he fancies it or not. He's one of those horses. He's won 9 races now, but he's probably lost about 6 or 7 when we thought he would win, and then he turns up and wins one when you're not so sure. But it's great. I'm really pleased for the owner. He's been one of our biggest supporters for the last few years, Paul. It's a bit of a shame that he can't come racing, but obviously, you know, we've got to get the game going. Hopefully owners will be able to come soon. But yeah, just really good for Paul and the family, because, you know, they're good supporters of us. They've been really patient with the lockdown. It would have been easy to say, right, you know, take them out of training and save money and all that, but they haven't. They've stuck with us, and I'm glad that he's rewarded them.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Let's hope they've enjoyed and watched that on telly back at home. Give us an insight into him then as a character, and what have you been doing with him for the last sort of 3 months while being away?
To be honest, he's been working plenty, because he's always been good at home, very unpredictable at races. So when you're getting young horses ready, he's a really good one to send out as a lead horse, because if they can keep up with him, you know they're okay. Even though he doesn't always do it at the races, at home, he's a really good benchmark, if you like, for the other horses. So he tends to do plenty of work. Whenever we need one to put upside someone, he's the first one we get out of the stable. He's a great ride, you know, he's a good one for young people to learn on. Bit of a man's ride as well, so I like getting on him every now and then.
That sounds perfect for me. I'll have to come and have a go. Is that why, maybe given all of what you've said, that kind of front running tactics really suit him, being allowed to go and do his own thing?
Yeah, he likes being out there on his front. He hates being under pressure, and the same at home. He'll go out and he'll set a blistering gallop, and then as soon as the horse he's leading gets upside him, he's like, right, that's my job done, and he pretty much pulls himself up. And unfortunately he tends to do the same in a race. If they come around him, he just feels the pressure and he doesn't enjoy it. He loves being chased, he just doesn't like getting caught.
Well, he didn't get caught today, and to be honest, he never looked like getting caught as well. And the horse who was chasing him home, like you, was kind of been given a few pounds back from the handicapper. So I suppose the message to punters would be, going forward?
Well, I mean, he's in and out of form. We're going to try and get him out again while he's in form. But, you know, there's a few, like you said, there's a few old horses in there that have come down the weights. The thing is, they do get hiked up quite high when they win a race, and as they get older, it gets harder to keep them in that kind of form. This lad's 7, which, you know, for a flat race horse is quite senior, so you do need that bit of help from the handicapper, and it's not like, you know, we do anything untoward to get him down the weights. He just, as they're formed with us, you know, like all of us, when we get older, it gets a bit harder to move around. It's the same for these horses, you know, they have physically quite a tough life. They get really well looked after, but you know, we ask them to do a lot, and as they get older, it's hard to keep them at that level, so you tend to just try and get them back to that level for a little while and make hay while the sun shines when you do.
I suppose what you've had in the last week or so is a few markers maybe for where your overall stable is at. Yeah. Lady Pendragon ran well on handicap debut for you the other day. Newmarket, were you pleased with that?
Yeah, I was. She just, I mean, you know, we went out to get a lead, and the horse that was leading probably didn't quite take her far enough. She ended up being in front with 3 furlongs to go. Knowing that she'd need the run, she was probably always going to get caught. I thought she was really unlucky to lose 2nd place. But all in all, really happy with the run. It was on soft ground, and she got until about the last 100 yards, and she was having a good blow afterwards. So I think going forward, you know, she's probably my most exciting horse in the yard at the moment.
Any others alongside her? I mean, you obviously took affluence to Royal Ascot. Any others you're kind of looking forward to getting kick-started with?
Yeah, I've got a 2-year-old that's probably about a month away. I had his half-brother Roman River, who was a good horse for me. He won a nice race at Haydock. This lad's a bit smaller than him, but he's by Equiano, so he's quite sharp. And yeah, he's quite promising. He's a May foal, so we're just being patient with him and giving him a bit of time to grow. But having said that, I'm itching to getting him out.
Look forward to it. The force was with you today, Martin. Well done.
Thank you.